Collins is the black boxer of these two. Collins from Leeds, and Moody, a member of a famous Welsh fighting family. His great-uncle was Frank Moody, who was British light heavyweight champion back in the 1920s. Collins, of course, with his back to you, is the former British light heavyweight champion. One of these two men will be the successor as champion to Dennis Andries, who lost his world light heavyweight title, as you'll undoubtedly know, in Detroit just a few days ago, to Tommy Hearns. This is going to be very much a battle between skill and style, which is on the side of Collins on the far side, and strength, which is certainly the asset that Moody carries. Moody is noted for strength and stamina. But already, Moody's eyes are reddened, where Collins' left hand has poked itself into the face of the man from Rayleigh in Essex. In fact, Moody is quite marked around the right eye. Collins, now 31 years old. Born in Curacao, came to Yorkshire when he was a youngster. And Moody is the Southern Area champion, fighting for the British title for the first time.
Well, from that quiet start, it turned into a really tremendous battle that brought the Albert Hall crowd to life. We rejoin it, start of round 5.
Moody from the left, the former champion. Collins, 31 years old. Dennis Andries, British title at stake, the one he gave up when he went in pursuit of European and world honours. Collins' last fight before this was in Holland, in Arnhem, against Alex Blanchard, the European light heavyweight champion. Useful, tall Dutchman, with whom Andries could only get a draw. And Blanchard beat Collins on points over 10 rounds. That was at the start of December. Good comeback here by Collins. Covering up against the attacks of Moody and putting useful counters in. Everything here is going to depend on whether Collins can find sufficiently good punches to draw the strength out of Moody. If he doesn't, he's not going to win this. quality punching in this round has certainly come from Collins. Here's a sign, you see, of Moody's strength. We're in the dying seconds of this round, and he's very, very strong. Moody won the vacant Southern Area Light Heavyweight Championship at York Hall in Bethnal Green in February last year. He stopped Lenny Howard of Chelmsford in 6 rounds, and he defended it against Howard at Basildon in October and stopped him in 2 rounds that time. Well, we've got one of the best British light heavyweight champions of all time with us tonight, and there he is, Jack Peterson, who won the title in the 1930s, is now the president of the British Boxing Board of Control. He holds a record that will never be beaten, I suspect. He won the British light heavyweight title and then the British heavyweight championship in successive fights, and I don't think that's going to be done again. Jack Peterson.
Seconds out, round 6.
Well, this is proving to be what it always looked like being on paper. A rugged, hard, grueling contest. The ideal match between the stylist and the slugger. Moody in the role of the slugger, although I must say his boxing is not at all bad here. He's not just swinging and hoping, he's working his way into this fight and doing it well. And Collins suspects he's cut. He's pawing away at the right-hand side of his face and looking at his glove. And Moody certainly has seen something, because that stirred him into action. It looks as though Collins is cut on the right-hand side of his face. You can see blood high up on his head, actually. Looks as though he might be cut on the scalp. There's blood all over the forehead of Collins. Collins, the black man from Yorkshire. And try as he will, Moody can't find the punch to finish this. And Collins keeps coming back with good punches. There's a lot of blood over Collins' face, and it's very difficult to see exactly where it's coming from. I think he's cut on the hairline. Good punch from Moody there. Left hook as he came in. One of the best he's thrown. Collins absolutely distressed and disturbed, knowing that he's losing blood, and it's pouring down his forehead. Cut on the scalp, apparently. There's blood on Moody's face as well now, but that might be transferred from Collins. Well, there's a lot of blood pouring from a cut high up on Collins' head. It's up somewhere right up on the scalp. You can see where they're working on it. Right on the hairline. Well, it's not a dangerous place, but he's lost quite a bit of blood in that round. And in the other corner, Larry O'Connell's going over to have a word with Moody about the head. Well, the best punch that Moody threw in that round was a big left hook towards the end of the round, and there it is. That was a good punch, probably the best he's thrown in the entire fight.
Seconds out, round 7.
There's that left hook again from Moody. We're in the second half of the fight. And Collins has certainly not yet drawn the strength out of the younger man. And although the odds are now a little bit in favour of Moody, you wouldn't be absolutely certain about it. You feel that Collins might still have something he can produce that could do some damage. Moody's head rubbing into the face of Collins again. Moody's work rate now vastly superior to that of Collins, throwing 3 or 4 punches for every one that Collins is producing. He's a good old pro, is Tom Collins from Leeds. But the going is getting harder and harder for him. Round 7. He's having to weather a lot of punishment here. The blood started trickling down his forehead again. These two are putting together quite a title fight. Try as he will, Collins can't find a punch sufficiently good to hurt him. I think Collins may be cut on the left eye now. I think he's got a lot of blood on his face. It's running all down into the eyebrows. It's very difficult to see exactly what the damage is, but I think he might have some damage over the left eye as well as on the scalp. I'm not certain about that. But the bad one is up on the top of the head, and that's the one that they're trying to staunch now. Well, you can see what I mean about the left eye. I think that's an old scar, but it's being roughed up considerably. So the scars of battle all over the head of Tom Collins, the former British champion, the man who gave Dennis Andries 5 tough battles. We've still got 5 rounds to go, including this one. Collins has expended a lot of energy in the last 3 rounds. Moody, rather, a lot of energy. But he's got Collins reeling. The old pro ducking and diving, bobbing and weaving, trying to keep out of further trouble. But inexorably, the younger man is catching up with him. And Collins now looks to be in a rather bad way on the ropes. Now, can Moody sufficiently impress referee Larry O'Connell and force him to stop this? He might just do that. Collins looking very distressed now. Round 8. The end might be near. Moody's supporters chanting victory, slightly prematurely, but another big attack from Moody might just do it. Collins looking for somewhere to hide and unable to find it. Got to hand it to this 31-year-old. He keeps coming back with punches. You can understand why he gave Andrews a lot of trouble. And he's giving Moody some now. Oh, beautiful right uppercut. And he's got Moody in trouble. He's got Moody in trouble. Would you believe that? Round 8. He looked on the way out at one moment, and now it's gone the other way entirely. 40 seconds of this round still to go. And suddenly Collins sees the chance to regain the title. Now the question is, can Moody weather it? He's been hanging it out for long enough, and now he's having to take it. What a fight. Moody's nearly punched himself out on Collins. Well, you can take it from me that the pair of them were glad to hear that bell. That was an amazing comeback by this man, 31-year-old Tom Collins from Leeds, who looked as though he might be going out of the fight at one moment, and then suddenly launched a furious counter-attack, which almost brought him victory, and this is it. That was the punch that started that beautiful right wing in there, got his man trapped on the ropes, found another right hand, and suddenly Moody was in real trouble. So, we've got an astonishing title fight on our hands now, with Collins here, cut on the scalp, damaged by the left eye, looking desperately tired, and yet still finding something with which to hurt Moody.
Seconds out, round 9.
And Moody shakes his head as though he hasn't quite shaken off the effects of that last round. Oh, there's the right hand again. He's got him going again. Moody's defense is coming apart now. And experience and skill suddenly looks as though it might overcome youth and strength. An astonishing fight. Round 9. And yet again, Collins not quite able to finish it. Moody now very marked about both eyes. These two are on the verge of exhaustion. Suddenly it goes the other way again, and the strength of Moody begins to get on top again. The blood pours down the forehead of Collins once more. In the last 4 minutes, Collins has been on the verge of defeat, on the verge of victory, and now on the verge of defeat again. Collins can hardly throw a punch, he's so tired. Larry O'Connell having a good look at that cut on Collins' head. Still a minute of this round to go, and the pair of them look as though they'll hardly survive it. Well, this is coming down now purely to raw courage and strength. I think if I had my way, I'd stop it right here and call a draw. That would be fair enough. It'd be a pity to see either man lose this. Pair of them now reeling around the ring, absolutely exhausted. Well, they've got a minute to recover, and the question is, who's going to come out stronger for the 10th? Is it going to be 26-year-old Moody or 31-year-old Collins here? For several rounds now, he's had trouble with that cut up on the head. Well, Moody started the round as though he was going to get beaten, and yet he came back yet again, and he was the stronger of the two as we went into the second half of that last round. But neither man really knows much about it now. I suspect they're both so tired. But we've still got another 3 rounds to come.
Seconds out, round 10.
Moody smothered in grease above the right eye. I know it's a cliche, but we often talk about a war of attrition, but never better exemplified, I think, than this fight. There's a right hand, and he's got Moody with the right. You heard it, and now you see the effect it's had. And Moody's out. He's out on his feet. It's all over in the 10th. And Tom Collins has regained his British light heavyweight title in a most astonishing fight, which went one way and then the other. You couldn't tell at the end who was going to get that. And in the end, experience and skill told off. And Tom Collins at 31 is British champion again and falls into the arm of Trevor Callaghan, his manager. And they're so delighted. And one has to spare a thought for John Moody of Rayleigh, who put everything into that fight and looked at one point as though he had it won and then lost it.
Referee stop the contest after 30 seconds of round 10. The winner and new light heavyweight champion of Great Britain is Tom Collins.
Well, it was all done with one right hand, and you'll see it here. Terrific right hand at the start of the 10th round. Here it comes. That's the one. Stropped it across, a right cross. Helped him on his way down with the shoulder, but I don't think he could help that. And although Moody managed to beat the count, he wasn't in any condition to continue. And so Collins is the champion and has had the Lonsdale belt, which he's already won one of those, and now he's got a notch on another. And that's been presented to him by the former British light heavyweight champion, Jack Peterson.